Welcome to my Holistic Psychology channel. In today's video, Breaking Familiar Cycles, we will dive into the fascinating connection between our mindset, subconscious beliefs, and the obstacles we face rooted in past patterns. We'll explore the intricate relationship between our beliefs and the barriers they may be creating in our lives. I specialize in helping clients who struggle to overcome trauma and limiting beliefs, guiding them through proven holistic psychology and mindset practices to elevate levels of consciousness and achieve their goals and ideal outcomes using specific steps and techniques. So if you find yourself struggling to achieve your goals or heal from trauma, you're not alone. Many of us unconsciously cling to familiar cycles, whether it's repeating relationship patterns, financial struggles, or emotional turmoil, often mirroring the experiences of our parents or caregivers if you weren't raised by your biological parents. And this phenomenon is rooted in epigenetics and explains why we may choose partners who reflect our upbringing or continue to face the same challenges our families did and stepping back on the familiar carousel ride. At the heart of this exploration is the concept that the primal mind thrives on familiarity because it will threaten the mind of any survival mechanism. When anything is unfamiliar, it threatens safety. So when we face the uncertainty, it will cling to the familiar patterns, whether it's safe or not, and like repeating the dynamics of our parents' marriage or mirroring their same struggles. And this is a simplified look at epigenetics. The idea that our experiences and environment shape our behaviors and beliefs. Our subconscious mind is shaped by our epigenetics or the environment of our upbringing, which are also deeply rooted in our family backgrounds, our societal influences, and creating or forming limiting beliefs. Many of these beliefs are also formed in our earlier years, particularly prior to the age of 7, when our subconscious is the most impressionable. So by understanding these patterns, we can see how they impact our current conditions in life or relationships. For example, we may find ourselves drawn to specific partners who reflect the traits of a parent, whether it's a controlling father, a passive or enabling mother, for instance. These familiar behaviors can lead to recurring hardships, and it could also be financial patterns that are mirroring those of our parents. But the good news is we have the power to change the narrative, and that's what I'm going to cover for you in today's video. So let's go ahead and jump right in. First, by revisiting and reframing the beliefs that stem from our upbringing, we can disrupt these cycles. First, we can pose the essential question, what do I truly want? And how can I dismantle the conflicting belief that I can't have it? The root of our suffering often lies in resistance, which is fundamentally driven by fear. Fear of failure, fear of success, or even fear of change. Interestingly, many of us also fear what our lives could look like if we also achieved our dreams. So be it perfect health, financial freedom, or the ideal relationship or marriage, primarily because of the sacrifice or what will be required of us. And this is where visualization comes into play. By harnessing powerful visualization techniques, we can recode our beliefs and reprogram our minds to embrace an abundance mindset, to change the story with the positive reframe, and in essence, changing those neural pathways. So imagine what it would feel like to live your ideal life or engage in a healthy relationship or marriage. And what does that look like for you? To understand our fears and resistance, we need to explore their origins. As I navigated my own journey, I realized that developing compassion, particularly for my father, despite the resentment I felt, actually helped me to understand the beliefs he held, many of which were also inherited from his upbringing. So have you ever wondered where your fears come from? Often they stem from the beliefs ingrained in us during childhood. Understanding these origins can help us to dissolve the resistance that keeps us stuck. So by cultivating the compassion for our parents or caregivers and recognizing their own struggles, we can begin to release the burden of resentment and fear. And in an effort to avoid becoming like them, we can inadvertently repeat their patterns, leading to a cycle of resistance and swinging the pendulum to overcorrect. So it's crucial to examine how our upbringing influences our relationships today. So are you drawn to partners who are mimicking the affection or lack thereof of your childhood parents or caregivers? What transformed my experience was exploring their backgrounds, and again, particularly my father. So we can begin to understand their behaviors that we witnessed and internalized during our formative years. This understanding can illuminate our own patterns and help us foster healthier relationships moving forward. The people in our lives often serve as mirrors reflecting the lessons that we need to learn. I like to define these individuals as our key players who challenge us to evolve, helping us to ultimately craft the life we desire. So we often will seek validation from the very parent who may have left us feeling unloved, even if our feelings toward them are complicated. We may react by either trying to avoid becoming like them or inadvertently repeating their same mistakes. This push and pull creates significant resistance in our lives because, as we know, what we do resist will persist. So the love we lack from a parent or caregiver can lead us to seek it from a partner, often drawing in relationships that will mirror those familiar dynamics. And conversely, we might also accept love in ways that echo the early experiences, whether positive or negative. And this journey involves looking closely at how our upbringing shapes our relationships and self-worth. So are you unconsciously seeking approval from the very figure you wish to distance yourself from? It's crucial to explore these dynamics as they do reflect the deepest insecurities and desires, which is often keeping us stagnant or from progressing. Because our fears are contributed by our key players in our life story. And those individuals who challenge us to grow and evolve, paradoxically, make them the heroes in our story versus the villain, once we reframe the meaning we have attached to them. So by recognizing their intricate role in our journey, we can see how they help us to not only confront our fears, but push past our limitations. So if you are seeking transformation in your marriage, whether you need to save a marriage or you need to improve health or financial situations, I do invite you to explore our PANACEA program. This step-by-step system helps you recode beliefs and epigenetic patterns, empowering you to overcome the fear and resistance that's keeping you stuck in specific holding patterns to unlock the door to your desires and a more freer and fulfilling life. Our PANACEA system addresses powerful methods to free these core beliefs, so look for that link provided. However, it's through the principle of polarity that we see how hardship can give rise to the strength and creativity that we have developed. Many artists and media icons have also faced trauma. As a coping mechanism, we often turn to pleasure and seek comfort with self-soothing behaviors as a way to adjust. So we can use those experiences to find new hobbies, strengths, or even refine our craft and fuel our successes. Often our creative potential emerges from root and sacral chakra imbalances, essentially due to the traumas or challenges that we have encountered. And those in the media industry understand this dynamic, knowing to invest in talent that embodies this journey and might even reinforce the trauma merry-go-round, pushing for more creative talent. So as we revisit those that we may have resented, we can uncover valuable lessons and what they taught us, even indirectly. Most often, we developed new strengths and skills as a result that may have translated into the professional career that now funds our lives. So recognizing these individuals as part of our own growth journey enables us to break free from the beliefs that are limiting us. And by embracing this natural cycle, we can recognize that our experiences are a part of a larger design. And this understanding brings a sense of meaning and purpose to our lives, allowing us to release fear and resistance, and knowing it is all the natural unfoldment. So as we do this, we can let go of old patterns rooted in control and limiting beliefs, stepping into higher iterations of ourselves. To help you begin this transformative process, we invite invite you to download a free workbook. This resource is designed to shift your beliefs around lack and transform the subconscious programming that may be causing resentment and creating barriers to your success. Using our proven holistic psychotherapy and recoding PANACEA system, you can start breaking free from limiting beliefs and step into a more empowered version of yourself. So take the first step and unlock the path to your desired future. And for those who are seeking more support on their healing journey, we offer a range of e-courses and practitioner diploma courses designed to empower individuals on their path to self-discovery. Our programs are tailored to help you align with your higher purpose and activate your potential as a twofold process. And to explore these offerings, you can visit our website at holisticschool.online/programs. Join me in shedding the old habits of self-doubt and stepping into a bigger version of your life that's waiting for you. And together we can dismantle the belief that you are not enough and reinforce the truth that you are the hero of your own story. You may be familiar with the 5 love languages published in 1992 from a marriage counselor, Gary Chapman. If you want to understand the breakdown of your relationship patterns and go beyond the 5 love languages to break the relationship cycles, you can download the free ebook, Beyond the 5 Love Languages, Breaking the Cycle, or watch the video, The Psychology Behind Our Relationships, posted in the link. Thank you for joining me on this journey today. If you did find value in this discussion or know someone who might benefit from this information, please share it. Feel free to please add your comments of what helped you the most with these tips or where you're at on your journey.